Hello, my name is Richard Kent. I want to talk to you today about something really interesting, our sympathetic nervous system, which God has provided for each one of us in cases of emergencies. I'm going to explain to you types of emergencies. First of all, on a battlefield. Here's a picture of a soldier who has been wounded. But on a battlefield, in serious injuries where people's lives are at stake, believe it or not, a soldier can't feel the injuries because the pain threshold is raised by endorphins released in the brain, so that the soldier cannot feel the pain of, say, an injured shoulder or an injured leg, and will carry on firing his submachine gun or whatever. There are a large number of recorded cases of this. This is something really, really important, because although the soldier is injured, he must carry on fighting or he will be killed. Let's take another example. Maybe you're walking through the woods in Canada and suddenly you see a wild bear right ahead of you. Immediately your sympathetic nervous system comes into play. Various things happen with your autonomic nervous system. It's part of your autonomic nervous system, and it's part of what's called your fight or flight reaction. All doctors have to learn all about this during their physiology teaching. When the autonomic nervous systems come into play, when the sympathetic part of the autonomic nervous system comes into play, adrenaline and noradrenaline, very powerful hormones, are released from the suprarenal cortex above the kidney, and various things happen. First of all, your pupils dilate. People, when they're frightened, have dilated pupils. It's in order to let more light into the eye so we can see more clearly. Secondly, our hearts beat faster to get more oxygen to our tissues so we can move faster. Thirdly, our bronchi, the tubes in our lungs, dilate quite significantly so we can get more oxygen into our bodies. Fourthly, unimportant things like our digestion and excretion stop. Normally we have peristalsis going on all the time, and basically during the fight and flight reaction, normal digestion stops. Another thing that happens is that glycogen, which is a form of liquid fat if you like, is converted into sugar instantly by the adrenaline and the noradrenaline, so you have a surge of glucose going to all the muscles and the lungs and the brain and the heart, so that you have a massive surge of energy available. Now, this is something that God has built into our bodies, and actually it probably saves all of us from being killed at least once in our lifetimes, because this sympathetic reaction happens instantly before we've even thought about it. I'll give you an example of it. If you are cooking and suddenly you touch a very hot pan, your arm and your hand is withdrawn from the pan before you've burnt yourself. You might get a mild burn, but you won't burn your fingers off. There are lots of other examples like this which you can think about yourself. But the thing is that God cares for us, and He's put in our bodies protective mechanisms to protect us in dangerous circumstances, to keep us safe. Evolutionists like to think that we evolved these things. Absolutely not. We need these things right from the beginning, otherwise we will probably die very quickly. Thanks for listening, and God bless you.